Milwaukee Bucks. At shooting guard, Malik Beasley. At center, Brook Lopez. At small forward, Chris Middleton. At the other guard position, Damian Lillard. At the other forward position, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The head coach of the visiting team is Doc Rivers. Starting at point guard at 6 feet, number 10, Mike Conley. At forward, standing 6'9", number 3, Jaden McDaniels. Manning the middle. Standing 7 feet 1, number 27, Rudy Gobert. At the power forward position, standing 7 feet, number 32, Carl Anthony Towns. The other guard, standing 6'4", number 5, Anthony Edwards!
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Chris Middleton.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Beasley on the wing along with Middleton. Lopez is the pivot with Giannis to his side. And it's Lillard in at the point. And for the Timberwolves, Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's McDaniels at the 3, the small forward. Well, Clark, we might see a slower pace in tonight's game, maybe even lower scoring. Two teams here that really like to set things up.
Could not agree with you more. These teams are comfortable maxing out the shot clock. They like an older, slower style of play, but they can be effective doing that. It's much different than what we're accustomed to with how fast teams play in today's game.
Edwards can't hit. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo. Beasley outside. Clock at 4. Headshot off. Great D that time from Edwards. Back to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Towns, the pass to Gobert. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Conley against Lillard. Lopez up top. The pass to Beasley. The shot by Lillard wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got the first points up on the board here for the Bucks. Conley against Lillard. Towns sets the pick for Conley. Pass to Gobert. Kicks to McDaniels. Shoots the 3. Edwards can't hit.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Lillard outside. Pulls up on the wing. Out to the Kumbo. No good.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill. Didn't give him a chance.
Towns with it. Lillard picks him up. Towns kicks to Conley. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had. Clark, when you think of top rebounders today, Rudy Gobert is a name that comes to mind.
Yeah, he's super long and tall, but that's not just why he's such a dominant rebounder. He's got a real good knack for reading where balls are coming off, and the timing that he has is pretty impeccable too. And even though he's north of 7 feet tall, he does a good job boxing out as well. Gobert is so good around the rim. Had that shot back before the defense could do anything with it.
Lillard surveying the D. Over Conley. And again, the Bucks miss.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Edwards inside, working on Beasley. The kick out to Towns. Pass to Edwards. Now Towns. You know what? They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Conley against Lillard. 1:21 left here in the opening quarter.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Towns finds Conley. Passes it to Gobert. Towns with it. Covered by Lillard. Outside Conley. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Conley's got 6 points.
And Cat remains an excellent passer at his position. Outstanding at seeing the floor and finding teammates.
Now here's Middleton. Nothing on the board. Kicks it out to Beasley. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Conley against Lillard. Now the pass to McDaniels. Lopez with the block.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Now here's Giannis. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game. Well, a shot missing.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Timberwolves on top, up 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Naz Reid out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2-guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Now here's Middleton. No good. That would have tied it.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
And the shot goes in.
And made only about a quarter of their shots in the first. Totally flat, but they bounced back and built the lead here with a much better second quarter.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Towns kicks to Morris. Pass to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Anderson. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. The 9-foot shot. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Anderson. Towns has got the lead up to 6 now for Minnesota. Middleton with it. No scoring in this one. The 9-foot shot. Anderson with the block. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
So, Clark, here we are, adding tournaments in the Summer League, the in-season, the play-in tournament. The league is creating more elimination-type games in the schedule.
Yeah, you know, I think it's been good. Well received. It's enhanced the games. I think the fans enjoy it. I think the players actually enjoy it, particularly the young players, because they've seen it in other sports leagues. So competing under higher pressure for greater stakes more often, I think overall is a good thing.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here is Conley. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
You know, Towns is a really solid passer for a big guy. Excellent basketball IQ and sees the floor really well. Nice pass.
Here's Beasley. His last outing, 16 points for him. Dishes it to Lillard. Middleton outside. And the Bucks miss again.
They just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Gobert with a screen on Lillard. Conley with it. Nicked up by Portis. Conley's shot is off. Bucks trail by 11. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris Middleton is a huge part of the Bucks' offensive attack. Giannis says we need him to be aggressive, taking over games. And asked whether down the stretch he needed to be the one to take over, Giannis says, nah, I trust this guy to death. If he wants the ball, he gets it. Simple as that. Kevin?
You're so right, David. The trust factor is definitely there. Hey, thanks for the report. Now here's Middleton, still without a basket. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. Daniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker. And then for Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Pat Connaughton. Passes it to Beasley. Outside, Antetokounmpo. To stop the run. From range, Giannis takes it.
Well, if Giannis is knocking down threes, defensively, nothing you can do.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Outside, Edwards. Back to Gobert, and it's Anderson atop the key. Cranes the three-pointer. Anderson's got 7 now in this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. The 7-footer plus Rudy Gobert goes up and makes it hurt coming down.
And so on to Antetokounmpo looking over it. Fires, high post, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's Minnesota, 13 points up at the end of the period. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team, stick to the game plan and know your personnel. What's that mean?
Yeah, we keep messing up coverages. You know, I get messing up on some guys, but that can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
We'll see if the communication picks up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
And a look here now at the Bucks. I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
And now let's talk about our game at hand. What a first half for the Timberwolves.
They've been active on the glass. That's helped them take control of this game. It's tough to beat a team that's rebounding as well as they are right now.
And even when you block these guys out, someone comes knifing in to the other spot on the floor. It's a problem.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Kyle Anderson.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Lopez is the pivot with Giannis to his side. Beasley on the wing along with Middleton. And it's Lillard in at the point.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And with Towns, we're looking at one of the best three-point shooting big men in the NBA, Clark. He is something to watch.
He really is, and when you add in everything else he does, Kevin, he's one of the best players in the league, period.
Now Conley, following the three-point attempt by Giannis. And they double up Giannis. Beasley with a clean look, and it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Beasley. Edwards against Beasley. Right side, Edwards. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Lillard dishes to Antetokounmpo. Over Towns. Antetokounmpo, no good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
It's hauled in by Giannis.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Up top, Edwards. Shoots over Lillard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Damian Lillard. And Clark, what can you say about Anthony Edwards? Living up to that first overall hype. He has been spectacular.
Yeah, he has been, Kevin. I agree. Some were surprised he went first overall, but you look back at that draft, he was as good a #1 pick as any of them, and he's certainly proven to be worthy of that status.
And statistically, more young players in the league today, Greg, than in decades past. Might be a reason the age limit wasn't lowered in this new CBA.
Yeah, I mean, the veterans saying, hey, we're already having a tough time sticking around. And I think having those guys helps on and off the court.
And he sinks the second.
Already growing a reputation as one of the game's most notorious trash talkers, Edwards is just having fun out there.
Now here's Giannis. From 13, and the shot goes in. Giannis has got 5 points so far.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Launches it. Milwaukee with the rebound.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have gone Twin Towers with Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Gobert says, I love playing with another dominant big because I've always thought that I could pass. I know that I can make guys around me better. Cat says we complement each other. He's a generational talent on defense, and I think I'm a generational talent on offense. Kevin, I'm a generational talent on sideline.
You are indeed, and that's why you are in Springfield. No argument here, David. Thank you. Bucks trail by 16. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Beasley finds Giannis. And they double up Antetokounmpo. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Antetokounmpo. 8 points for Malik Beasley.
Able to connect despite the defense being all over him. Beasley showing some toughness there.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And another three for Minnesota.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
Now here's Giannis. He has 5. Lopez kicks to Beasley. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Beasley's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Bucks. Lillard against Conley. And there's the pass to Towns. Conley against Lillard. Towns a screen on Lillard. Conley gets the bucket.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They have not attempted as many threes here in the second half, which I'm scratching my head about. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Beasley against Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. They get it back, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Timberwolves lead by 15, and we'll be back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Reed. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then it's Morris. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Shot from 12. Anderson's shot is off.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Lillard misses.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Towns, the pass to Morris. Back to Towns. Down low, Crowder with the steal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Size and length of Bobby Portis, making him a problem in the paint.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Mike Conley's checked in for Minnesota.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Three-pointer, Lillard gets the three-pointer to fall.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Conley against Lillard. Shoots from the line. Here's Reed. No good on the triple. Bucks trail by 16. Pass to Lillard. Pass to Crowder. Portis a screen on Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Free throw good, Crowder. Minnesota making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Towns. Good work defensively by Crowder.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
From past the arc, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Beasley against Edwards. The teardrop falls in. Edwards got 10 points in just the second half.
Hey, he's so strong in the upper body, you're not going to alter Edwards' shot with just a little bump.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got his 3rd assist on the night. Timberwolves leading by 13. And here's Edwards from the arc. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Didn't take Edwards long to get those 3 points back. Right back at you.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And the tried to get physical with them down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Now here's Towns, following the miss by Brook Lopez. Conley, good. 11 points for Mike Conley.
Hey, this was exactly the kind of game Coach wanted to see from them. High effort, great play at both ends, gets the win for the Timberwolves.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And they really took control of the first two games in this series by keeping the pressure on. The win here tonight will move them to 2-0 with just one left here to go against the Bucks.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Karl Anthony Towns.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there, just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Edwards looking it over. Outside Conley. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Beverly kicks to Connaughton. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Substitution on the court.
"17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Bucks passing it around. Portis a screen on Morris. Here's Beverly. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup.
Tell you what, the defense has to feel lost. I mean, Beverly is talented, really talented, and quite good at nailing those tough shots close to the basket.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Rudy, another strong performance for you guys. How good is this team playing right now?
We're playing great, you know. It's all about our defense. You know, when we play defense, when we focus, we communicate, and after we get easy stuff on the offensive end.
Rudy, a great win. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you for that, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our New Balance Player of the Game.